What's up? What's up? Happy Wednesday night, guys. I'm Kurt. This is Kurt's Card Care, and we're going to go live tonight. So thank you for joining. Just getting all set up. I looked down, and I realized it was already 10, so I'm like, I better turn this thing on. Hey, Denver. Hey, Sean. Good to see you guys. Connor, what's up? Good to see you guys, man. Thanks for joining tonight. Oh, what is good, you guys? Another Wednesday, man. I feel like you guys, we were just here last night. Hey, Shell, what's going on? Jason, what's going on? Big City in the house. All my friends, what's up, you guys? I'm glad you're here. So tonight will be fun. I tell you what, I'll tell you guys what I did. Let me get my bearings together here. So tonight I think will be fun. You guys want to see some show prep? Look at this. Look at this. Like dude, this mat, it's a new one. This is from Brandon. Brandon, you on? Brandon, drop your company. The mat's from Problem Child Collects. So Brandon should be on here, but he works a lot too. So, but if you guys, these mats, I love them. So this is just a new one I put on today, but my buddy Brandon, hey, the Hot Tub Time Machine's here. I got some new products over here. So we're going to have fun tonight. So thank you guys for being here. Yeah, I want to say hi to you guys too, man. Let me turn this thing around. Yo, what's up, you guys? Happy Wednesday night, and thanks for joining. Hope you guys had a great last weekend, or since last time we spoke. I had a great time. Went to the, I don't know what you call it, Detroit Sports Spectacular. It was a great big card show here in Metro Detroit, and it was awesome. I loved it. And hey, thank you guys for, I love that you guys are always so cool and say such supportive stuff. So thank you, man. And thanks for, you guys, I couldn't live without the good referrals and good word of mouth is just how our company started and continues. So thanks for being the best, man. Oh yeah, you guys like my hoodie? I got it at the card show this weekend. So check this out. I'll show you the pants too. Check out these fresh pants. Got the NBA logo on them, Nike. So at the Detroit Card Show, the Detroit Pistons merch team was there, and they had like all like past years merch available in big piles. $10 a hoodie, $10 a pair for sweatpants. See, they either had like stuff they had some smaller stuff, and then they had super big stuff. So for everybody in the middle, there wasn't a lot, but the card show was awesome. And sorry about my squeaky chair, you guys. I sit on a drum throne because I don't like having arms or whatever. But this drum throne is like 15, 20 years old. So it's like the Guitar Center special. So it's like a $39 chair. I should invest in that. Oh, you're welcome, you guys. Thanks for asking for my advice. I'm happy to help whenever I can. And yeah, you know what, man, dude, I've had somebody on here, Coach was telling me, thank you for shouting me out, Coach Goat. I do have a TikTok handle, but I can't even handle it, you guys. Like between Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and my emails, I don't think I could ever open up another channel because I like to personally answer the questions. Like I understand, I thought about TikTok just being on there and just like using it as a promotion or awareness channel, but when you do stuff like I do, you're going to get questions, and if you aren't not there to answer them, I just think it's kind of like almost, it's not very social media of you, you know what I mean? But thank you guys for being the best representatives ever and just representing for me and showing off all the good work you do. Damn, you guys do card work that's same as mine or even better, man. You guys are nuts with the stuff you show me. I'm so impressed. I learned as much from you guys as you learned from me, so it's a good relationship. But like tonight, here's what we want to do. So the new product, it's kind of like, this isn't the real badging of it or anything like that, but I want to tell you a quick thing about it. So what I want to do is what I've done. I have never seen so many faint scratches to even severe ones. I know there's a lot of severe ones, but so many faint scratches on modern cool cards. I mean, like all the stuff that you guys all collect, all the shiny stuff. Naturally, if you guys, if you followed my show for a while or know me, like I like it all. I collect what you guys collect. I like to be in touch with what everybody likes. But I found like new cards a little bit limiting because they're plastic and they're, the materials they're very synthetic, compared to a Goudey. Like we're going to work on a card from 1933 tonight too. So we're going to work on a variety of stuff tonight. But my point is, I find so many scratches on the front of new stuff and old stuff, but even right out of the factory, that I thought it would be super cool to have a product that can remove some scratches, but it doesn't like cook your card, or something easy to use, because I felt like almost all scratch removers were naturally like automotive based. And I love the idea, but it's not the right tool. It's the right concept, but it's not the right tool. So I've been really working hard on making a good polish that is good for sensitive soft plastics, and we're going to work on it here tonight. I did see somebody ask me something real quick that said, are your products acidic? No, I wouldn't. Good question though, but no, they'd fall right on the neutral line. But good question. So what I want to get going on tonight, you guys, is let's start. I'm going to have you guys, we'll be interactive. I got a stack I'm trying to peek at my cards here. Well, here, I'll just show you guys. Let's take a look. So, and you guys, I'll do my best to answer some questions too. I promise I will. Here's what I did for this show, you guys. I went through all of my boxes from the past few years. That's why I save all my base cards, because you never know. Because a few years ago, I couldn't get stuff like this, like that scratch right there, to really ever go away. But I save these things because it's like, maybe I can now. Like you guys see like those types of scratches? Like that stuff drives me crazy. This is right out of a pack. When they were new, that is. But then you got old stuff. So like real easy to get scratches, right? And then you guys like the other ones. What are so many things? Like see the scratches next to Kimba's face. All those print lines, we'll always call them. So I want to test that. I got acetate. Let's see. I think these were like, there's some north and south lines, you guys, you'll see running through here. I'll catch it. You see them? And then like, look at the Joker. We got some stuff going through him. Those little lines that I'm always like, hey, they're on every card. That sucks, But I want to see if there's a way to, just safely take care of this stuff. Like, look at these. These are all cards that I just open out of packs whenever I opened them and put them away. And look at like this weird stuff. I don't know. You guys get the point. Some of these I thought were so interesting because these were like when Zion was like a rookie, and like, look at these are right out of the pack. So all this stuff. And you know what? It's like, and look at that one. And you guys, you probably see more shiny cards on my table here on tonight's show than you've probably seen on my show in 5 years at once. It's because I always just found this stuff just annoying and frustrating, and it was just like, yeah, it sucks. I wish they made better cards. But now I'm going to try to like take a swing at it and try to like provide you guys some options for like a recovery here. All right. So to try to like recover some of these, like look at these. These were soccer Topps Finest. Ouch. Look at those. Isn't that wild? These were all, my sons and I were gifted a box of these when we were out walking around at a card show. And it's just like stuff that you see on these and go, geez. Because if you like to get cards graded, like what would this grade? Like a 3? It's like, what the hell? It's brand new too. And there's some stuff, man. So I can go on and on and on. But that's the stuff, you guys, that I wanted to jump into. But I also love stuff like this. Like I feel that you guys, the new product I have, and you guys, when I was talking about making a recovery on this stuff, like we won't use it on this, but the last thing I wanted to show you guys real quick was like, TCG cards, mainly like Pokemon. I grab these because they're they're little, just the scratches in there. I'm thinking, I wonder if there's just a way where you can take care of this stuff. So that's what we're going to work on. But so to try to make a recovery on these things, you guys, the new product hopefully is going to be available, hoping in the next like 2 weeks. And I'm going to call it recovery. All right. So, and it's also like, it means the word recovery I like a lot because it's going to help the cards hopefully have a recovery. But it's also, a shout out to all my other brothers and sisters out there that are actually in recovery and taking steps, to live a better life one day at a time, because I've shared you guys with my story before. But really putting down drinking and stepping away from alcohol over 6 years ago changed my life tremendously. And, I owe a lot of the stuff, the brains I have now, and, just being able to get away from that, recovery has been a huge part of my life. So that's what I'm going to name it. All right. So it's going to be available soon, but tonight's going to be a good session because I want to show you guys like how to use it. And tonight I'll tell you this, I've been using it like crazy. And 23 years in the house, the big city. I love that. 23 years sober, man. It's fantastic. But we're going to use this tonight because it's good stuff. But there's still going to be permanent scratches, buzzkill, right? But that's just the way it is. I've been, I'll show you some cards. Some of these cards, man, you can like stick your thumbnail in the scratches and you can hear it like it's like a groove in a record. It's like you can hear it click when you're touching them. It ain't going to do anything to those. But little stuff, you guys will see some cool stuff. I promise you. So what I want to do first is I want to work on this Goudey because I want to show you the back of it. And let me grab... I got to drink this quick because it's 10:12 at my house. And if I stay up too late, if I wait to drink my coffee too late, it's going to be a trouble for me. No, you guys, happy to. And if anybody ever has questions for me, you guys, I'm accessible and I'm happy to answer your questions. All right, let's get busy. So let me put this down and we're going to do the Goudey first. So you guys, if you do not have any Goudey baseball cards and you're a vintage card collector, I would pick one up. They're so awesome. I know it's like easy to throw around art, like, oh, it's like art, or really like, and I'm like, no, there's baseball cards, but I do feel like these are art. Like, isn't that one cool? Like, what a weird picture. What a unique pose. I love the color behind it, the green. And look at, it's got a lot of just damage it doesn't look damaged though. I looked at it and it doesn't look damaged. It's just dirty. But like, you got real dirty edges and stuff like that in it. So what I want to do is just keep this one of my favorite things. Keep it simple. All right. I'm going to card soak it and we're going to see how much of this we can get out. I think that if, you'll notice you guys, the edges are real dirty. It's just kind of that dinginess, got like some shine, some stuff on it. And I don't want to really touch it much because I can feel some of this stuff is like gritty embedded into it. It has like a feel to it. So I don't want to pick at it because I don't want to pick the paint off of it. You know what I mean? So I just want to put it in the hot tub time machine. That's exactly what I want to do. And then we're just going to back off. And double cheers to that. Pre-war vintage is so cool. So yeah, if you guys ever hear that word like pre-war, it's like this would be like the key set. And it's pre-World War II stuff. So these were 1933. Super cool, you guys. And you'd think it's like, almost 100 years old. And you'd be like, are these going to fall apart if you card soak them? Nope. Just like everything built in this era. They're super tough and they're awesome. And I bet you, we'll just see how much stains come out. Sometimes stains are difficult, but I bet that it's going to look really good. I feel like a lot of it is superficial. Like it looks shiny. So that's what I think. That's what I think. All right. So, and then any time I get to say the word hot tub time machine a few times in the day is a good day, like hot tub time machine. Here we go. And what I have, you guys, is this is like a little heating pad that goes in a reptile's home. And I forget the word all the time. Like, somebody will tell me. What the heck is the name? Anyways, it's where like an iguana lives. But anyways, I put it underneath here. So, there is a nice name for it. No, I want to see the back. So let's do this way. And then, you guys, I'm going to let it all soak. And I'm going to let the card spray, terrarium. There we go. Thanks, brothers and sisters. Terrarium. So then I want to put this on top because I want to keep it under the card spray. And this just gives me a little warmth. And I've noticed that when you have a little warmth with your card spray on stained cards, it goes a long way. It's really nice. It works well. So it's 10:15. So like 10:35, I want to pull that out of there. Okay, so probably about 20 minutes. Well, we'll take a look at it because it's going to remind me. I'm going to need to put this right here because I'm probably going to have to wipe it down. So I want to remember that. And I'm going to need today, since we're going to be working with a couple different card polishes, we're going to need a couple of those. We're going to need that. And we're going to need that. All right. So, what do you guys think, man? You guys have a preference? You guys want to work on one of these soccer cards, basketball, Pokemon, baseball, Prism? I'll take requests, but I'm going to answer a question. You guys can pick whatever one you want first. So, can you reuse the card spray after soaking? If you use the card spray, you guys, to soak a modern card, all right, Pokemon it is. We'll do Pokemon first. How about, let's do this one. Okay, so we'll do that. And then we'll do a soccer. All right, so we got two. Well, we'll do a bunch, you guys. I got at least 20 minutes to before I take out the Goudey is what I'm trying to say. So we'll do a bunch. I want to see because I'll show you guys what I've been going through. All of these have some sort of see that stuff right there. Optic, you guys, is the worst. See that? So I got stacks of these things. So you guys, all these cards came out of boxes that I bought. All this stuff, the old vintage cards, you guys, I get. If you guys are looking for vintage cards to do projects on, search vintage card lot on eBay. Search vintage card lot on Marketplace. Do vintage baseball cards, old sports cards. I'll search keywords like scrapbook cards. I always look for crap like that. And then that's where I can find a bunch of stuff. And then I own, when you go buy a lot like that, you'll have, if you like doing projects, chances are there's not going to be one dirty one. There'll be a bunch of them. So like I have a box, you guys, like, I don't have it in here, but it's like one of those white long boxes that just a card box. I got a box like this big full of Goudey cards that are all filthy, that are all dirty like that. So I got like Goudey projects for days if I want, because I bought a whole filthy set. I got, and then for Pokemon stuff like this, I'll go out and just buy Pokemon lots, and they just have a bunch of stuff in them that are not graded, and they're always gonna have wear and tear. They always do. And for card, and I know that this is like not like a card that's valuable for money, but it's valuable for card care videos. So you guys can be like, oh, dude, I got the most expensive one in that set, and now I can clean it. All right, so let's do it. Let's get to it. I'm going to put this down. And for this, you guys, we're going to do both. Because when you have these little scratches on here, I like to do a little bit of recovery first, and then I'll finish it with our standard cleaning polish, you know? So you guys are gonna have to take some mental pictures, but when we get to some of these soccer cards, we'll put them next to each other. But just remember, this is just like light play, little bit of scratches in it. And it's like I can use my normal card polish on it and clean it and shine it and make it look real rich and nice. But I want to use a little bit of recovery to see if we can safely remove any of those little, and that's what it looks like. All right, guys, so it's like a nice, I really like it. I've, as much as I like, you know, as you guys know me as a collector, I love collecting, but I also love making stuff, you know, so how do you remove ink from the edge of cards? It's a tough one, man. It just depends. Like if I can show you how to remove marker off of like a premium card. Like it's easy to remove like marker off of the back of something like this. But if it's a marker and it's a permanent marker on a paper card, chances are it's not just on the surface. It probably is soaked in a little bit. So it's hard for me to say. You know, like maybe tell us a little bit more. I'm sure myself or see a lot of my buddies around here, they could answer it for you. So then you guys, I'll just then I want to always have a nice, soft, clean microfiber here. And I'm going to go in and I'm just going to do little baby circles over the holographic area. So instead of just being quick to wipe it off, I'm just going to go in and kind of just give it a quick little massage on there like that. Okay? That's it. Zero pressure, my friends. Zero pressure. You don't need to like push into it, okay? Just easy. Just like you're using normal card polish. Now I'm going to come in with card polish. You know, that's a good question too. I just saw somebody ask, 1 second. So I had somebody ask if, you know, you got a white edge on a Pokemon card. Now there's nothing, you guys, that I teach or share or can do that would get, you know, ink back. I mean, there's definitely people that will show you how to paint edges and corners of Pokemon cards, but I would advise against it, you know what I mean? But like, I know it's just gone, you know what I mean? In my opinion, nothing I could teach you though. But now let's see here, but hopefully I can teach you how to remove some light scratches, you know, that would be awesome, you know? Check it out. Ooh, I still got maybe a little one. Maybe a little bit. It's hard to tell though, but isn't that sweet? Isn't that really nice, you guys? Like, that was so quick. I'll give you guys some good light. That's real easy to use. Now, I have a scratch like under the ear there. Let's see. I'll give it another little test. Because like I mentioned, I've been testing and doing cards left and right. I had to hold back and save these ones for you guys. But I'll show you a couple that I had zero success with. But like light stuff like this has been really, really good. Yeah, you can do. I've had to do multiple applications. Like right now, you guys, I'm just doing application number 2. And just take a look at it between applications. It's real easy to use. And if you guys have ever had to use a scratch remover, like, don't feel bad if you've ever had to try like Maguire's or something like that. Like, I don't know what else you're supposed to use. Hopefully, when you guys use this, you'll be like, I'm never using like automotive scratch removers ever again. Like, I love that. You know, that really is cool. And look at you guys, like the surface is cool. There's nothing like, it's like glass. There's no sort of like weird haze to it or something like, it looks awesome. You know, it's a big help. So I like that a lot. So let me, guys, if you don't mind, let me just look over. I was looking down the whole time. I didn't look over for a second. No, let me answer a couple questions if that's cool with you guys. So, hey, Glenn, when asked he was getting a card to bend, Glenn Glenn, you got to hold the card totally flat until it dries. And then when, so if you guys are, whether it's a Pokemon card or a paper card, a vintage card, something will curl, you guys, if it's wet and it dries unprotected, right? So if it's like, so when you're working with you'll hear me say it, right? Keep it simple. If your card is wet, keep it between dry pads. If you're pulling moisture out of it, or if it's a paper card, dry it with a chamois, I would suggest, behind it. If it's a gaming card or a TCG card, remember, don't get it wet. Lightly damp is cool. But when you open it up, and if your card ever feels wet, you got to put the pads right back on it and hold it till it's dry. Hold it till it's dry, and then you'll be able to open it up, and the card will be flat. Everything will be dry. But the only time you're going to get a little bit of a curve, most of the time, is like when it dries a little bit while it's unprotected or out in the open. All right? So, so somebody asked me, Barack, good to hear from you, Barack. So you can only use recovery. We're going to go back. You can only use recovery on plastic cards, chrome, optic, plastic, or TCG like we're testing on right now. Stuff with a plastic surface. Because what I engineered this product for is for sensitive plastic surfaces. So you would never use recovery on a paper card. Okay? So, and you guys all have a lot of teachings and demonstrations coming. All right, so let me turn it around. Let's do a couple more. Let's do the soccer card. And thank you guys for the questions, and thank you guys for being here. And if I don't hit a question of yours, if I miss it, guys, just know that you can always send me a direct message. I'm just going to do one more code on here, you guys, and we'll take a look at it together. And a couple of my, best practices so far is just gently work over the area where you got the scratches, and then have a clean, soft microfiber. Just gently, kind of like massage it, not all just away, but a little bit into it and a little bit away. And then I come in real quick. Well, I mean, you don't have to be quick, but I'll come in that, and I think that's like a really nice way to bring back the holographic area on any like Pokemon TCG back to like what it looked like when it was new, with. And if you guys have ever used my stuff, it's not like a makeup or something hiding on there. We're just cleaning it up real nice. That's sweet. All right, so I'll put that one to the side. So good call. All right, let's try the soccer one, you guys. Like this one's bad because this one's going to be already more difficult, because if you guys can see, it has like some real heavy scratches in it. So let's give it a shot though. That's why I made it. Now, do you guys see like this weird, like kind of like goober going across his face? I think that is just, I don't know what it is. But I think my normal card polish can remove that. So if you guys, this is a good cleaning polish. So I think it's also a good thing to like recognize the difference between these two things, because you might be like, well, what's the difference? This is strictly a scratch remover. This is a cleaner. So if you got like unwanted, like weird residues like that, it will pull them off. So this could be a good demonstration, because I bet you my card polish can take that weird line off. But I bet you we're going to be left with some scratches and stuff. So then we'll try to get those to go away. So we'll clean it down the best we can with regular card polish first. And then we'll go after the heavier lines. Well, it's clean, but there's definitely problems. Yeah, you guys, this is a new thing. The scratch remover is new. I've been just developing it for a little over a month now and testing it on cards like crazy. All right, so this stuff sucks, whatever it is. So now I'm going to use recover, okay? So let's help me remember here. No, you guys. Actually, it's like that's a good thing because Sports Card Homage asked me, so I just want to make sure that the card polish, you guys, the card polish is great at making your cards clean and shiny, just like card spray is. But you know what? It's not like a protector that like leaves a physical layer. Actually, kind of the opposite. This stuff will pull off oils, junks, and crap that card spray doesn't pull off, and it will rejuvenate the plastic, almost like just kind of like condition the plastic. So there's nothing on there. So it's like super clean, So you can go back and forth. It's all good. So anyways, I'm gonna try now to just switch over to recovery because I couldn't get this off. So remember, we got that going through his face, big scratch on his body, and then that going through his body. What, 1, 2? All right, let's give it a shot. I'll just do these bottom ones first. Does anybody on the video right now, do you guys collect Topps Finest Soccer? Because are they all like this? Like, I don't think that like the Optic basketball were real bad, but these were ridiculous. They very scratched up, and I'm just wondering if there's like some really good cards in the set. Like, are they like all graded like 5s? Yeah, these things right here. F1 is the same. Chrome UFC has these scratches. Jeez, they're bad. They're totally bad. And I saved all these when I got them. Some nice guys. I can't remember their names off the top of my head, but the good guys came up to me and my sons at the National, and they had these, and we took them home and opened them up in the hotel. Me and the boys did, and I know some of the major popular footballers, soccer players, and I didn't recognize any of these guys' names, and so I just didn't really do much with them, but I saved them because they were so beat up. I'm making a little progress, I can tell you that. Like, I'm going to pick it up here in a second, and I'll show you guys. These are fierce. I'm even going to try some card spray. I'm trying to get all the junk off so I can get down to the scratches and show you guys what's left. All right, so Topps Finest is a very rough card for this year, soccer, but let me show you. So that goober that went through the face area, that's good, but now I want to try to get those scratches out of his face. See that, like right there? Like stuff like that drives me crazy. So that goober was like a film going across it. So now let's focus on like the dude's face and see if we can get any of that stuff out of there. Because I'll show you some failures real quick, you guys. We can try it on. We're gonna do it tonight on the back of Chrome cards. We'll do that, MC Nerdy, for sure. So look at you guys. This stuff like this, too much. I couldn't do anything with that. These ones, I couldn't do anything with that. Like these were cards that came scratched like this. That was just too much. So stuff like smaller than this, I've been successful with. So just to give you guys a baseline. When it comes to sports cards, I'd say naturally, like most times, gaming cards, Pokemon and stuff clean up really well. All right, so let's see if we can get scratches and scuffs out of this front. And so I'll just kind of like buff like this, you guys in a little circle. Yeah, Jack, I'm using some of, I've been making a new product, and I like it a lot. It's been really good. I always wanted to make a scratch remover that was like safe and doesn't cook the front of a card. I've had I think people have been on fire with card care lately, so naturally I see like more things and more attempts. But I've been getting more pictures. Oh, thanks, Shell. We'll check on my the hot tub time machine. But what I'm trying to spit out here is we're gonna get our card out of the hot tub time machine here soon. But I've been having collectors reach out to me and say, most people are pretty open. They're like, hey, man, I had the card with a lot of scratches on it, and I used a scratch remover, an automotive scratch remover, and now I got I messed up. And I'll see it a lot, and I'll say, yeah, those are tough, man. The finish of a plastic card is firm, and it is made of plastic and resins, but they're sensitive. So I've seen it enough where I'm like, man, there's got to be a way I can make something that's good for at least light scratches. It's not going to take out like the ones I just showed you. But like, check this out. Remember the ones that we just had on his face? Look at that. Like maybe faintly on his nose a little bit. But that's cool, man, isn't it? When that thing started off so beat up, like I can kind of see it right there. So I'm sure if I did like 5 more applications, right, it would look different. But look at where we started. Kind of like, see this guy's face right here? That's what this guy's face looked like. Even the color looks different, doesn't it? It's almost like you got to peel back a layer to get to it. So that's a good shot, right? Can you guys see that nicely? So that looks good, right? And then then we do this one, and it's like it's all cooked in there. So let's just do a real quick. Remember this, you guys. I like quick before and afters. Let's look at this spot right over his shoulder. It's pretty scratched up. But let's just give it a shot, and then we'll check on our old Goudey. I'm feeling good, you guys. Like sometimes I'll go into this like creative like hole where all I do is make these products. Like I'll go out and just like my staff works every day from morning, until midday, and then the laboratory's open. And man, I've been out there like a freaking maniac. Like I'll come out and it's like 1 a.m. And I'm like, when did I go in there? So I've been putting a lot of effort into it. So I'm thinking you guys are gonna love it. So let me, so remember where we just had all those things back there, guys? I still see one, but like the other 25 are gone, right? I still see one. We'll see if we can get that other one down. Oh, I did some, I appreciate somebody asking. No, you guys, I say I'll speak on behalf of my customers. Grade way more cards than myself nowadays. I'm just me, but I've always graded my cards, and I've always taken nice care of them like this too. You guys, I've never colored them, never trimmed them, never been into anything like that. But like taking care of them like this, I feel like is so crucial. As you guys see, these are all quote pack fresh. You guys, these all came out of the pack like this. Like remember, like we were looking at them, like those scratches. Like all these cards have those scratches right there. So we just did Gavi. Is that his name? Gavi? And I got it all the way down to that one. That one just looks like a little too fierce. But there was like 12, and now there's 1. So, that's an accurate description though, right, you guys? And I like that. So let's take a look. We're not done. We'll do, let's take a look at I want to do, if you guys are cool with this, I'll hang out with me for a few more minutes. I want to do the back of a card. Do you guys remember these? How there's all those scratches over the backs. It drives me crazy. Yeah, thanks, Carlos. You guys, I'll tell you what, I put a lot of pressure into like keeping my crew happy, and I put a lot of I appreciate you guys a lot. That's what I'm trying to say. And I know a lot, you guys trust me and have been longtime customers. So when it comes to something like this, like a new product release and something that does this, I pour all of my effort into it. So you absolutely will get the best from me on anything like this. But I just think it's really needed. I think modern cards are super cool, and I'm convinced that they're never going to stop coming with a bunch of little scratches on them. So if there's a safe way where you don't have to use like an automotive scratch remover and like start buzzing down the card, like, yeah, like by all means. I made this specifically for these things. I didn't make this for my truck and try to repurpose it for these things, so when you intentionally do something like this, and it's the right tool for the job, right? So let's take a look over here. Now let's hope that our 1933 Goudey is cleaner. I still see some stains, but I do see some dirty card spray action building up. So let's see. Whew, yeah, it's a little bit dirty. Now, here's what I want to do. You guys, I'm going to keep the recovery at a good price point. That's a big part of it, too. I've been going back and forth on that. I think I can do recovery for because I'll pay for shipping, so in the United States. So like $24.99, I think I'm going to do. So, and you'll be able to do a ton of cards out of it. It's an ounce of polish. And you won't have to use it all over the card. I think this will probably last you, most collectors, probably a long time. All right? Yeah, don't reuse card spray that looks like this. But here's an important part, you guys. I need to get in here. You see how we still got these stains in here? This is where I want to be real careful. And I'm getting my little foam brush here wet, because I want to gently wipe over the surface area. But I got to be very careful not to pull any of the paper in a weird direction, okay? So I'll usually set like a line. Like I'm just going to use that line right there, the green line, and just go up. Mark asked me if there's a big difference between the warm card spray and not. I've had really good results with warming it like this, and it's kind of been like a Wednesday night tradition almost now, Mark, that like we just do the hot tub time machine because it's fun, and I like to say hot tub time machine, and it's easy to use. And like right now, my office is 71 degrees, and ooh, look at that. Hold on. You see that, you guys? It's coming off. I got talking. Sorry. Oh, yes. Check this out. You see all that, guys? When I wipe it up, it's all coming up. So just very gentle. So I've just had good luck, Mark, with the hot tub time machine. And I like saying the word. And it's like, I feel that if I just did it at room temperature, it'd be like, 70 degrees right now? And I think that this is probably, like right now, this card spray is probably 90-ish degrees. So I just think that that's a benefit. Dang, this thing is still stained up there. So this is where I'll use my fingers too. And I'm not rubbing, guys, here. I'm just tapping it. Because like if I tap this, it's almost like, like picture if we zoomed in. If we had the old Polish thermometers right there. Yep, it's about 91 degrees. But if I touch the card, it's almost like I'm giving it a little. It's moving. It's flexing a little bit, and that's how I can kind of tease these little stains out. And look at that. I got like sediment, like literal dirt at the top of this thing. But I would love to get all these stains out. Ooh, that's good. You guys get all my sound effects. Oh, and you guys, yeah, thanks for asking, you guys. Yeah, I would like to think it is my magic spray, you guys. And these are products that I make and sell. If you guys ever need anything, I'm Kurt. That's the company, Kurt's Card Care. And there's card spray and all this good stuff. So it's all on my website, you guys. And I'm happy to teach you how to use it. Like tonight, it's going well. But you know what's driving me crazy? Is there's this stain line at the top. And it's like, why did everything else go away, but that won't? What the heck is hanging on? So now I'm just going to kind of bunt and bump down this edge and just try to, it's like the back, it looks really good, but there's this one kind of stubborn stain up here. And thanks, guys, for asking if I can like do the process on your collection. I can't, guys, but there's a lot I can do for you. Hopefully I can do more than most business owners can. I mean, I'll make the products for you guys, of course, get those out to you. You have access to asking me questions anytime. I teach every day. So I try to make more how-to videos than any company ever for any product ever. And then if you're still stuck and you're like, what do I do? You just message me, man, and I'll message you back, and I'll give you a game plan, and I'll tell you that you can do it, or I'll tell you that you're being crazy and you got to give up. Or both, who knows? All right, so now you guys, I want to get under here with my little scaler. Ooh, the front looks good. Look at the card spray. Whew. I know it's gross to put it back in there, but I have to. Hey, sports card homage. Thanks for asking. It's on live right now. Obviously, on Instagram. Ooh, that front top edge just kicked out a bunch of dirt. Nice. I'm just gonna keep doing this. Wednesday night, you guys. I'm live right now on Instagram. If there was a button I could press to go live on Facebook or what's my other channel, YouTube, I would do it. But I'm kind of like a army of one, and I don't really know how to do all that. And then I'd be like, I feel like worried I can't answer everybody's questions on here. So I feel like, do you look like a bad host if you're on a show and you can't answer everybody's questions? You know what I mean? But this one looks freaking sweet, you guys. It just has that one damn lingering stain at the top. But here's what I'm going to do. For the sake of tonight, it's 10:50. We're kind of getting towards the end of our show. Let's get this thing out of here and we'll dry it. And we'll take it one step at a time. Hey, you know what? You do that first time 52 Mickey Mantle, I want you to watch my videos first, all right? But you know what? It's that's the greatest thing about card care is there's so many cards that we consider, like I bet you a lot of people would have pitched all these base cards that I have. But I always hold on to them because they teach me how to work on the good ones, So I'm just going to grab a couple card mats over here, my friends, for drying. So give me a second. I'm going to need a chamois. And I think it's going to turn out really well. Now, if you guys... let me turn this thing around. I'm going to sit down for a second. Get myself put together over here. I need a sip of this. If you guys are not vintage collectors yet, and I say yet, you got to. Especially if you just I got a lot of customers that say, I got back into cards because of watching your videos. I like just doing card projects now. Get some old stuff. It's super cool. And, it's just kind of reading the stories about these guys, reading the years they were born, where they grew up. There's always like cool stories to follow on these guys. Total Americana. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take this card out of the solution and I'm going to put it on a card mat. And we're going to tap the front dry, flip the card over, tap the back dry. We don't need standing card spray on it. So then we're going to put it between the card mats for the night. I'm going to put a chamois on the back. I'm going to probably be up to midnight, so I'm going to probably trade the chamois off tonight, put another one on, and I'll trade the chamois on and off a few more times tomorrow. And then, you guys, I'll show you the after picture, all right? I think it's going to be a good after picture. I think it looks really good. And if you guys still got a few minutes, if your mom's not telling you guys to go to bed yet, then we're going to do a couple more cards. But let's get this thing out of here first, all right? hold on one second. All right. This is where I wish I had more arms. I would say that's a success. Like, look at that. Lots of old Goudey. Adios. But I think that you guys, if anybody on here collects pre-war stuff, I think you probably agree with me that the Goudeys are kind of like the Cadillac, kind of like the Standard. And if you guys haven't, if you've never looked at one before, search out the 1933 Babe Ruth Goudeys. They are just such beautiful cards. If you guys have never looked at one before, they're just awesome. So, I didn't know about them until somebody told me about them. So if you haven't heard, go check them out. Just the artwork is fantastic. And one of the Babe Ruths, I think that there was 3 Goudey Babe Ruths in one year. I mean, he was such a stud, it was. And probably doesn't hurt to have. Probably could sell a lot of packs of gum. If there's 3 chances to pull a Babe, because I'm sure young people loved these as much as we did when we were young in those days too. But super good looking stuff. All right. So let me show you guys where we're at. That's really good, isn't it? Hell yeah, it is. I got a big smile on my face over here. Let me show you guys where we started. I took pictures of this one earlier today. And I know we got to dry it, and there's like a lot of stuff we got to do, but this is sweet. So if you guys didn't see this, this is where we started. So Earl Adams. And look at that. That's real good. And then, let me think. I'll show you the front. And then, let me just flip this around right quick. And then, that was all the stains and wrinkles and everything. Still kind of got a weird stain in that top one. But, I'll take it. It looks pretty damn good so far. So now, what I'm going to do, you guys, is I'll show you our next steps. Let me grab a couple clips and we'll put it together and get it drying, okay? So that's when I will get one pad on the front, and I'm gonna put Earl right there. I'm gonna use one of my chamois. I'm going to put it right on the back right there. One more card pad. And then we're going to put the top plate on just like that, okay? And then, final step, I usually have clips pretty close to me at all times. And I do. So then, you guys, I'm just going to hold this together. And this is the part where I had somebody ask me earlier, like, I don't know if it was a gaming card or sports card. This is the key part. Getting it wet or damp or whatever is easy. This part now, just want you to harness your patience. Take it easy. Just let it dry, So what we're going to do is, it's 10:55, 54. About midnight, I'll come back. I'm going to take I'll probably change the chamois and the front pad, because the front pad's going to be wet and the chamois is going to be totally probably saturated. So I'll take that out. And then tomorrow morning, I'll come take a look, take it out. It might be pretty darn near dry by tomorrow morning, or feeling close to it. Goudeys are a little bit thicker. So when you think it's dry, wait another day, okay? So then when this card is all nice and dry and the pads are dry, the card is dry, then I'll take the Goudey out. I'm going to put it in a penny sleeve. I'll put it in a case, and it will stay there forever. Or if it was a card that I wanted to like grade or sell or something like that, just keep it flat and keep it at home for a week. That way it's going to be perfectly flat. It's going to be back to relative humidity in your house or wherever you're at. And it's going to be good to go. It's kind of like if you break your arm, you got to put on a cast for the full time. You can't put a cast on for like 4 or 5 days and be like, I'm good. Let's move. Same kind of thought process that goes into training something to take its original position after it's been through a lot. Okay, I hope that helps. And that is the talk about the Goudey. Let's flip this over, you guys. While you're here, as you see, I got a ton of cards, and we're going to do a ton of practice with recovery, the scratch remover. But I want to hang out just for a few more minutes, if that's cool with you guys. I want to do the back. I want to work on back print lines, and I want to work on the front of a Topps Chrome card, and I want to do a Prism basketball card. We'll move. I won't sit here and like do every single thing, but let's just do a few cards that we commonly all collect together, okay? Let me put this thing down, and then we're gonna jump back over here. Oh, and you know what's cool too, you guys? I'll tell you what. Saving up, go through all your base card boxes a few years later, right? Because somebody you didn't really care about a few years ago turns it like, I found a silver Brunson last night, just going through base cards, and I was like, I like Brunson, even though he pretty much put the dagger in my Pistons, but respect. I mean, he's a baller. So reminder, go through all your base cards, you know what I mean? And you're gonna find some stuff that that wasn't Zion or Luka at the time, I guess, you know what I mean? And yeah, thanks you guys. I definitely love guitars. I'll even try to play guitar for my videos. I'll record some stuff and try to use it and stuff like that. So to all my other music people out there, I appreciate you guys too. So let's now just do a couple of these, you guys, and then I'll let you go for the night. But this is a picture that I've been sent a million times. How do I get rid of these things? And I'm always like, card polish them. Sometimes they'll go away. Most times they're permanent, which is pretty much still my answer. But I mean, we'll see if recovery can do anything better for it. So just take a quick snapshot with your mind. There's a bunch of scratches on Kimball Walker's face. I'm just going to put some recovery on there. Just going to kind of put it over the areas I want to work. And let's see if we get any action with this stuff. Because this is a definitely a more sensitive plastic on the backside. And when I was sharing with you guys earlier that I get a lot of pictures sent to me with questions, I do get pictures sent to me oftentimes where someone has attempted to use a scratch remover on the back of these and totally roasts them, and they look like a fuzzy white haze. And I want to be able to like help you guys get rid of these factory lines, but not like blow out your card, you know what I mean? So that's the focus, you guys. And hey, if you're late today, you're still here, man. That's good. It's all good. And I'll post this, you guys, and have it all recorded and everything like that. So if you want to watch it over again. And I appreciate everybody watching the live. On my videos, I always try to get right to the point and, just teach. But when you watch the weekly lives, this is just kind of uncut, just kind of like jumping in on a work session with me. So I appreciate that. And I've had some pretty good success so far with getting some of these fine lines out of the backs of these cards. So not to be like, spoiler alert, but it does work, you guys. This one is real bad. Let's see how many we got out. Like the real heavy ones, they don't really do much. But this one had, I don't know, if you guys could see it the way I could, there's like 50 of them. There's just a ton. So I just want to do recovery first, and then I'll do my card polish second. Yo, thanks you guys, and thanks everybody, and a big thank you to all my friends and family out there, and our customers. I wish I had a bigger vocabulary sometimes, but I just want you guys to know how much you mean to me and how much I appreciate you, and just everybody embracing working on your old cards again, and now in this case working on new cards. So those are tough, you guys. I feel like I got all the faint ones away, but now you can clearly see the big scratches. So I'd say meh on that one. Not the one that you run and tell your friends, look what I did. But it's like, I mean, technically is a little bit better, sure. But I've had pretty good success with these things so far. But you know, if you're noticing improvements, you guys just keep rolling, you know. The thing that I was really happy about with all my testing so far with this, with recovery so far, is I've not had any sort of like road rash or anything nasty. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, if you ever tried to use a scratch remover before, but see, isn't that dope? Doesn't that look good? I mean, you can still see. I'll take that every single time, man, right? I mean, but I want to be real with you guys because as a collector and as a manufacturer, I want to be transparent. So, like, if you want to get real technical, yes, can I still see a few of those in there? Yeah, but does that look way freaking better? For sure. For sure. And just think if those were half as bad, like. So, anyways, you guys get it, right? So it's cool. Now I want to do. There's something I wanted to try. These things. If you guys remember these Topps cards, these were what 2000. What were these? A couple years ago, right? 2021. I feel like every one that I had scratches on it like this, running right up the player, right through the legs, and I could never get these to go away, even with like trying scratch removers. I could never get this crap to go away. So I just want to give it a shot with my stuff, okay? So that thing. And also, guys, if I know that people come and go on lives. So I'm doing some tests here with a nice little scratch remover I put together, and I've been really successful with it so far. And right now I'm going after like factory issues. So if you guys are wondering like, hey, what if my cards just had a little wear and tear, a little play? Absolutely. But I get so many pictures from other collectors that buy brand new stuff, and it's always like the super expensive stuff. Like, you know, like, hey man, look I just pulled out this Downtown, or I just pulled out this manga, or some crazy stuff, or 101s or something. And I wish I had an option for people, and I think you guys, fingers crossed, I think we're getting there. Check this out. That's gone. And look at all the black colors back. Can you guys see that? It's like a perfect reflection. And there's no sort. That's gone. And there's no trace. There's no roughed up surface. That's a good one. So these mats right here, you guys, I throw them away. That was sweet. That worked out great. I want to see if I got one more. Now, look at this one. You guys, look at these on the back. Can you see those marks? Look in the long light. Like factory crap. Oh, and we got scratches on this one too. Oh, we got a lot of scratches. Let's see what we can do. And you guys, is this a good show tonight for you guys? Like, you know, I mean, I know that sometimes you might want to watch me do tried and true stuff that, like, I know I'm just kind of like freestyle in front of you guys, but are you guys down with this? Is this cool? Like this product development and stuff like that? I just want to make sure you guys are into it, you know, because I know I could do all this stuff behind the scenes, but I like doing this with you guys, you know. So let's do it. And I got that, and then on the back this has a lot of problems, right? And this all came this way. Thanks, you guys. Glad. Because, I mean, I do the show for you guys, right? I could sit here and keep this camera on all day and do this type of stuff, but I really just like, I don't know. I mean, you guys helped me build this business by supporting it. So, like, everything I make, it's like I used to make this stuff for me, and I do, but now it's like, you know, when you make stuff for other people, I don't know, at least me, I put a lot of freaking heart into it. So I'm like, I just want to make sure that I'm giving you guys the live shows you want and stuff like that. Oh, and yeah, especially guys, all the guys on here that like to grade cards, spend the few minutes cleaning them up. You'll never regret it. Some cards are perfect and they don't need a lot of work, but just spend a few minutes with them. Grading is getting, those grading companies, man, they'll find more and more ways to charge you more for a little plastic case with a number on the corner, and it seems like they find a way to kind of be more technical and pickier than ever. So that's why I make this stuff, man. Give your cards a good look before they get cased up, if that's what you like to do. Now this one was cooked, so I don't know what this one will look like, but that's why I like doing live shows with you, because if every single thing I did was like perfect, you guys would be like, "Geez, who the hell is this guy?" This guy's like Pinterest. Like, this guy's showing me all these moves, man, and it ain't working. So thanks for being live. Or thanks for coming with me live. Yeah, see, I'm addicted to grading. See, people love card grading. I know. It is fun. And it's fun to get good grades versus crappy ones, So a lot of times it just takes a little, and not a lot, you know what I mean? Like what we spent, I'm just shooting the shit with you guys, right? And just goofing around. I mean, I'm being intentional at what I'm doing, but, if this was just you at your house and you're just chilling, you'd probably spend an hour working on one card. And you'd probably get all the little lines off the back, and you'd do all that. But I just wanted to give you guys like kind of the rundown on recovery, because if you just see it on my website, you might be like, I tried using a scratch remover before and I screwed up a card. Trust me, I have too. So that's why we made our own. And you guys see how easy it is to use. And I haven't messed up anything, but I've made some improvements. Let's look at this. Oh, I still got some... No, great question. Somebody has asked me, does the new scratch repair replace this? Nope. You guys, your card polish is still going to be a lot more versatile when it comes to like this is your cleaner. We'll do a nice, awesome, nice, tight, shiny finishing coat, bring the best out of your plastic. But recovery will get those little scratches and crap out of there. And then you guys, so it's like a combo. So it's like recovery is like 1A and this is like 1B. But if your card doesn't have any scratches on it, you don't even need to use recovery. Just use card polish if you guys need to clean up the front. All right? So, but if you guys are like Pokemon collectors, Chrome card collectors, modern era collectors, I'll put together a combo that's like or back and forth subclips or back and forth, because that's the beauty of this stuff, you guys. You ain't going to mess up. Go back and forth. This is cleaner and conditioner. This is scratch remover. Go back and forth. It don't matter. I wanted to make it, you guys, so it's easy to use, so you don't have to remember all these steps. It's like there ain't nothing to remember. Like, just remember going, all right, well, I want to just finish off the coat, make it look super nice and conditioned and shiny. I'm going to finish it with card polish. And check this out. I know it took me a minute to do it, you guys, but like, look at this one now. That part is very scuffed up right there. I don't know what that is, but look at the rest of it. That's sweet. Yeah, that is sweet. And then I just want to be here. I just see this one little scratch right there. I just want to see if I can get that out. It looks like it almost got like machined over in some way. Not by me, man. I just buy these, open them up, and put them in a box. So that was all of tonight's collection too, you guys. Was yeah, exactly, Matt. It's exactly right, Matt. Just like it's like your shampoo and conditioner, they work together when needed. But I've been just pretty stoked about the recovery so far. Like, check that out. I bet you if I kept going, man, I'd get that out of there. It's light enough. But cool, right? Now, the last thing, guys, I want to show you is I don't even know what these are. It might be, sometimes I've noticed that the backs of these cards get damaged, like it gets ripped, or like a hot spot, like something hot touched it. So I don't know, but want to find out? So no, actually, sub clips. No, I'm not building up any layers, man. I'm just doing a light surface correction. This is an ultra fine cut polish, and I'm literally just buffing out that top part of the damaged, well, I don't even know if that will work on this one, but just doing a minor surface correction. So it's not like you're stacking something up or like creating a new finish. So I don't really know what these things were on the back, you guys, but I just saw them during my my box busting, looking for scratched up cards. So let's see what we can do here. And you guys, I know it's 10 after 11. I could sit here and do this all freaking night, so I won't keep you guys all night. I want to do more live recovery sessions, though, because I think it really, you guys, opens up the toolbox, like, tremendously. Like, your playbook now is, like, different. Look at this. That's gone. It's like, it's awesome. I don't even know what that was. But that blend I put together, you guys will be able to get surface corrections like that without scorching the surface. That was cool as hell. All right, one more, and then I'll let you guys go to bed. That one was weird to me. I tried using card polish to get these off. If you guys can see, I got like 2 big scratches going through his body right there. So when you see something like that, I'd just say kind of the same thing. I just a little bit of recovery on it, and I'll tell you guys, save your strength for something else. You don't need to use any sort of muscle on this. Just kind of gently do a couple circles over it. You don't need to be in a big rush or anything. You can just chill like that. And then, but here's what I want you to do. I want you to get your finger. I'm using the tip of my finger, and I'm being intentional. I'm just doing little light buffing. Because we are. I mean, this is a scratch remover. So you're doing a little light buff. And we'll see if we can get any of those scratches out. Because those 2 were and like twin scratches going all the way through it. No, I just want to use. You know what I noticed too, you guys? I was pulling out cards, going through boxes the other few days looking for scratches. All the cards from like 17 and 18 now, and I keep everything in a nice clean area, nice humidity, all the things. And they're starting to get haze and film on them. So if you guys got boxes of cards tucked away, it might be time for some spring cleaning, if you know what I mean. There's like a haze on the front of this dang card that's driving me crazy, so I got to pull out all my stuff. Oh, that's what card spray is for. That cut right through whatever the heck that was. But let's see if we got the scratches out of there. It's the best scratch removal I've ever been able to do. Ever. You know? Like, you guys seen it, right? It's fun. You guys, recovery's not on the site yet. I'm still testing it, but I'm feeling really good about it. And then I won't keep on sitting here and going all night, you guys, but like we'll press pause. But you know, like we did a handful here and it came out really, really nice. Denver, were you asking me was I using the spray? I just wiped off. There was like a booger on this card that I had to use the spray on, but I used recovery on the scratches. So let's see. We did those 3. We did these. So we did a good amount, just like yakking and kind of talking shop. Oh, let me read something. I read, somebody asked me a question real quick. Fonzie, Kurt, spray, nothing to do with the spray. I just used too much accidentally. If you guys need any customer support or any help, I'm Kurt. I'm the customer service representative. All right, and I'll help you. So I'm excited about that, you guys. Like, I never thought that I can't say I never thought, but like, I just thought that most of these scratches would just be permanent because of the plastic of these cards. And I tell you, if it wasn't for you guys showing me 300 pictures a day of scratched cards, I wouldn't even probably have noticed it too much, or I just wouldn't have I just buy more dirty vintage cards and show you how to clean those. So I think you guys' recovery is really, you guys have told me, like, I don't like I hear it every day. We need a way to take care of plastic cards that get our scratch magnets. And I'm really feeling good about this. So you guys, I ordered all of my raw materials because I made like 10 versions of this, and now I'm happy. I'm going to have it on the site, but I had to just when you roll out a new product, you got to just do a lot of behind the scenes stuff. So I'm going to have it available. And if it doesn't make any sense of what I'm talking about, like if you've ever had to use a scratch remover, like an automotive scratch remover on a plastic, there's a lot of times where it's got too much grit and it's going to cause some damage. So this is like tonight we used it on TCG, baseball, soccer, basketball, and I have zero problems to report. And I probably did 500 cards already in the past few days, and it's just been really good. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to have you guys use it. All right. I think it will come out. I think it'll help you get a lot of little things just a little bit better is what I'm trying to say. Let me read a question real quick, you guys, if you don't mind. Yeah, so guys, like, here's just a good one. I got a question is like, if you got a card wet, say you're working on a vintage or paper card, and you were maybe doing a semi-soak or a soak and a dry, and when you got it done, there's a part that's like a little wonky or a little weird, and it doesn't look right. You're going to typically have to do a quick reset. So Fonzie, you can shoot me a picture and I'll look at it for you, but chances are you're going to have to do a reset, is like spray each pad down like 2 or 3 times, make a card sandwich, hold it for a day, and then open it when it's totally dry, and you should be able to do a reset. Sometimes you'll get a weird finish or stuff like that because something went a little like left or something during the drying process. Avocado asked me a question. Do I think that like a recovery will work on the back of Japanese Pokemon? Yeah, I do. It's super delicate, you guys. I mean, it's a scratch remover. I mean, it's loud and clear. It's a scratch remover. So you can't you don't want to be like scrubbing the heck out of it, but it's super delicate. It's like, yeah, I'm real proud of it. I think you guys will feel like you'll like the feel of it. I feel like it's a sophisticated product. My friends, I got some buddies that are big into collecting like toys and figurines and stuff like that, and they've been using it on the windows and the plastic parts, and they're like, dude, it's freaking awesome. They're like, it makes the toys look brand new, and then they were guys that would use a lot of automotive scratch removers, and they were like, it passed our test, dude, and that's a real cheap plastic. You guys can imagine, right? The cheap plastic on the windows and stuff like that of toys. So cards are pretty damn strong, honestly, especially like these things, man. Like if you zoomed in on this and you like did a zoom in and looked at the plastic on the front, that plastic's thick, it's thick. So like when you can work on that much of it at a time and just correct it a little bit, you can go in there and safely make the card look awesome and not hurt it, So that was my That was my goal, and I think we're there, man. So I know I kept you guys a long time tonight. I know I kept you a long time tonight, so thank you. I look forward to this all the time, and I'm always like getting into cool stuff like this. So thank you guys for being here. I know I picked out way too many cards, but that means there's gonna be so many demos on recovery and all the stuff it works on. So we're gonna do a lot more of this, and it really adds a new playbook to all of your card care. You know, it's almost like you can take on anything now. There's only a few things that are just a little bit permanent or a little bit out of reach, and that's okay. I've never had a problem with permanent stuff. It's fine. But if there's a way to make a nice recovery, like, heck yeah, that's like what makes the hobby fun for me and for a ton of you, you know. So just appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging tonight, and we'll catch up real soon. I'm sure I'll talk to you before next Wednesday, but remember, man, take care of yourself and somebody else. We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. I'll see you guys later. I'm Kurt with Kurt's Card Care.